Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit educational or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Viewer discretion is advised. All right. Shalom, beloved brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike. Welcome. Thank you for being here. It is good to be here. Please give me a 1 if you can hear me and see me well. I'm racking this mild cold, and things are. My voice is a little messed up right now. Yes, beloved. There, what you might hear, you know what? Let me just. There we go. All praises to the Most High, great glory to the Mighty One. Indeed, beloved, a lot is going on. The instability, okay, and in this case right now. Uh, wait, hang on. Did I? I think I put the wrong title here. Did I do this before? It seems like let me double check. Okay, it felt like I did something like that before because some of them are similar. Did I went to this subject to no? Well, I think I stayed saying calm, but stability in adversity because I don't think I haven't done this not yet. Um, because I have them scheduled not yet. For the people that the other day a sister had received a specific text from an organization, and this organization wanted she no longer part of this institution, so to speak. However, because of that fiasco they start over there in the Middle East, so they need people now. Okay, they need people and they are targeting people. Any one of you had received any of those texts that they need you, you know, if you want to help to go over there and help them lift that heavy weight where you're going to do the most lifting yourself. If you have family members that are into this, no, I mean, not regular people. No, if you are regular people, you weren't part of this organization before, they won't target it. But if you were part of it and you're somewhat done, your contract is done with them, and they will try to go out there and say, hey, you know, we give a good sum, a lump sum of cash if you wish to take up arms and go over there and then do that thing once more for us. And because of this fiasco, we had published something for graphics and above. If you have people that are in those institutions, they would need this. Preferably a micro pentacle, but this one is good. This one is good because what's going on out there, they are losing a hell of a lot of people and materials and money. So they don't want to tell the people, hey, we're in a war, we're losing. No leaders want to tell their people they're in a war and they are losing. You know, they want to tell them that, hey, everything is doing well. Keep it trucking, keep on going. But it isn't. But it isn't, okay? So now, most of you never actually really see how 83 works in the face of adversary. Then you will see when they are under a lot of stress. There's a brother that share a video with me. Let me see if I can find the video. But in the meantime, I thought this one was funny. I don't know why, but this video was funny to me. So let's go into this.
Police say a man asked a church for help. Days later, he came back and tried to steal from that church. Fox 5's Denise Dillon is live in Marietta tonight. And Denise, that man is now in jail.
Yeah, police say they caught him 2 days later when the man came back to the church again to once again ask for money.
That is very ungodly of that person.
Tan Nguyen is shocked that anyone would try to burglarize a church, especially after police say the church helped the man who did it just days earlier.
That is very uncalled for, especially we paying a kindness for, such wickedness.
The fact that this person goes to the church for help and then burglarizes it after, it's pretty concerning.
Marietta police say in mid-February, 25-year-old Quintavious Jones went to St. Joseph Catholic Church for assistance paying his hotel room. A week later, Investigators say Jones came back and was seen on surveillance video walking around the inside of the church and trying to pry open an offering box with scissors.
The suspect wasn't really able to get inside the box. However, it was very damaged, and you can definitely see that he was trying to probably take some money, which people put into the offering box.
Police say 2 days later, Jones showed up at the church a third time. And again, he asked for money to pay for his hotel room. This time, church officials called police.
The church did want to press charges. He damaged the offering box, and it's something very important to the church and as well as for many people who attend the church.
That's sad. I mean, he was getting help and burglarized them. That is, just pray for him.
Jones is charged with burglary and criminal damage to property, and police say this just shows how important it is for churches, businesses, as well as residents.
The part calling the kiddo black. Your church, thieves robbing thieves, man. You guys are stealing out there. This dude was just helping himself out. That's all. This is the Kazim and Alibaba state. That's what that is. You guys, it's just what he's robbing the Catholic Church. Didn't yesterday, beloved, we had a whole session here concerning the Catholic Church, the thing they're doing to little children till these days. They're still doing that. The church rob people all the time, man. That's all you guys been doing. That's all you people been doing. And then now this guy returned the favor, and then people like, okay, well, he should be arrested and stuff. No, I mean, they're helping himself out. The church is pressing charges. Huh? I thought you guys said when your enemies do something for you is to pray for him and then accepting him, let him rob you and stuff like that. Now churches are pressing charges now. This dude take full advantage of this hatred. This dude was like, yo, son, hey, I need this money, man. And there's nothing you can do or say about that because, well, it happened. And we talked to our people and we told them, yo, listen, not everybody has sought help. You should help. No honor among thieves, man. That's what it is. Sometime in life, beloved, you have to be selfish. You have to be the smaller person. Sometimes you help people. It's not like you're expecting something from this person. But at the very least, you're expecting some type of respect and some type of just. However, many times over, the same person that you help ended up being a bullwhip on your back. Sometimes the same person that you try to take out of the drowning water ended up pulling you underwater and drawing you instead. Yes, we do understand the logical state behind that, where the church try to help this fellow and then inviting him to get in. So when he got inside, he starts seeing the blessing. He starts seeing the things that this person have in there. And later on, he returned to burglarize the place, which he should, because you invited a thief inside of your house. The same thing with you folks that are out there. There are certain people that you meet, you shouldn't invite them inside of your home. And that's what happened to our people. We had invited a group of folks coming to our home. We give them access to our private learning, private libraries. We cast pearl in front of them, and we give unto them what is sacred to human, and we give it unto them. So this type of stuff happen. The issue is, beloved, we cannot blame those folks for having this type of behavior because it is something that is natural to them. We cannot force them to change this type of mannerism because it is something that is indeed embedded unto them. They were born like that, it's natural to them. So the best we can do is to watch ourselves out there. Many times over, I spoke about the blame. We can't really blame the food industry for poisoning us. We cannot do this because they are poisoners. That's what they do. A poisoner, that's what they poison people. You must be aware and alert and saying, you know what? These people over here, them people over there, I'm not going to mess with them because if I do, there's a possibility of this and that going to happen to me. Indeed, it is in their nature. So in human nature, when things are in people nature, you don't try to take that out. This is none of you tried that before and look at where this thing gets you. You think because you can give them access inside of your home, they will behave as a human being? Bringing a pig inside of your home, taking a pig from its natural environment, the farm, and you bring it inside of your home, you give it a bath, put some lipstick on it, it's still a pig, man. It's going to act like one, and you cannot blame it, beat it, and kill it for acting like a pig. You should know, okay, this is a pig. It belongs in the wild, belongs in the farm. It's a good animal. It's doing its thing. Now, ever since, at least I'm speaking for myself, ever since I know 83 in that case, they never panic up until now. A few years ago, I was at work. I think I told this story and privately, and something ended up happening. I locked the keys inside of the building, and I panic. And when I panic, I had to call one of those locksmith individuals. Luckily for me, the company was just a few miles down the street, and they came in. I paid a handsome amount of money. At that time, I was working. My daughter was just born, and they opened the door for me. Come to find out, in the whole process of me panicking, I had a contingency plan. The back door, I always left the back door unlocked. And when I paid the money, the guy's gone. The moment he left, light bulb, I'm like, the back door is open. And I quickly went to the back door. It was open. So I panicked. In the face of adversary, I did not stay calm. When you do not have anything, any opponent, any adversary in your life, everything's going smooth, well, you'll never panic. And that's the life of 83. Everything has a plan, everything always work according to plan. Again, a while ago, I was working, doing my typical work, and there was a white woman, an older white woman. She had locked her keys inside of the car, but you can see the car is a truck, one of those big ass F-150 truck, and the truck most likely belonged to her son or her husband, so to speak. She's not too familiar with how the truck worked, and she had locked her keys inside of the truck. When she did when she did this, so I was working, so I stopped, and a couple of people were there. She was parked at one of those institution down there that where people, the community center where they gather. And I observed her. She didn't panic. She didn't do anything. Where in fact the people that was there tried panicking. Like, oh man, what you gonna do? I can't open it and stuff like that. And she smiled. She said it's okay. She picked up her phone. She made a phone call. All right, she made a phone call. And when she made that phone call, a few minutes later, a car pulled up. It was one of those AAA cars. And the guy came in, he put one of those little pouch, those thing it looked like those stuff when you're doing blood pressure. You put it in your arm, you pump it, and then it tighten up your arm. But this one inflated the door, it opened the side of it, and the guy just pulled one of those little sticker in there, Slim Jim, I believe, and he pulled the key out, and then click, click, he opened the door. And the lady was very calm. And she said thank you and things like that. She left. So I look at the event and I see how people that look like us, that were trying to help this lady, they were losing their mind for the lady. This is not their problem. This isn't their problem. They couldn't stay stable. They were running and stuff and like, oh man, that's going to cost a lot of money and stuff. We can break the glass and stuff. And I saw how this lady just calmly standing there and the problem resolved itself. Well, how did it resolve? She had a backup plan. You see those folks? And when I checked that's when I got AAA too. I just went in and signed up for them. It was like $75 for a year, $72 a year. Those folks, those type of people, she was one of those wealthy individuals that come in the hood and, to this community center and things like that. Those folks, they have pretty much, when you have money, you are stable. And when an adversary come, you won't panic. You will just be cool. You will do things and things will work out for you. You have AAA, so to speak. You have lawyers. You have insurance. Okay. You have money saved. You have a home. You don't need to pay mortgage or anything like that, rent and stuff like that. You're pretty stable in life. All you have to do is show up to, recreation center, go to church, travel and things like that. Things really don't bother you. People are protesting over there because they shot and killed a brother and stuff. These things don't bother you because you're living it the life. You really don't care. Nothing really. Your car is pretty much brand new and it gets service pretty much every other month. Everything is up to date. You really do not have anything push against you. The only thing is boredom, which you can get rid of by jumping on social media and things like that and stuff. Up until now, one thing that I noticed in the face of this lady, she was not panicked, but in her face and her mannerism, all you see was stillness, death, despair. Though she was not panicking over this, but you can feel like she's just the sparkle of life. It's gone. And I've seen that in the midst of a lot of 83 when I meet them, when I go to wherever they are. This lively mannerism, this thing that used to be in them is just very dim. I'm not quite sure if it's humbleness or humility or meekness, whatever you want to call it, but there's something that is missing because those people are unable to stay stable in the face of adversary because they never had that before. Imagine being sitting, lying and lunging on a couch for 400 years, being a couch potato. Your food, servant always bring it to you. You don't need to do anything. All you have to do is eat, play video games, watch TV, be on your phone, watching an insane amount of porn, and do whatever that you want on this couch. You don't need to do anything. And when you're watching the sports on your TV, let's say watching the 100-meter dash, and you see guys like Usain Bolt running very fast, and then you mark him. You're like, I can beat this guy. All I have to do is run faster than him. And you're watching those movies, you're watching those people, you think you can do anything and everything that they are doing because you're in a good position and stuff like that. Up until reality hits you. A lot of our people, all we've been encounter our life is adversary. From birth till death is always our people fighting something. A lot of us make deals, strike deals, we sign covenant because this thing is too hard. And I don't blame those people. I don't blame anyone out there that choose to align themselves with 83 and don't want to go through this because this is not something any human being should go through. It's unfair. When you look at the amount of wealth that those people have amassed over the years and centuries, and what we have collectively as a people pale in comparison to what they had. The way they make life, they build the adversary specifically against our people. They don't build it for them. That's the thing, beloved. It's not a system they build for them to be succeed only, because a lot of them don't succeed. They build it so you won't succeed at all. They don't care about the others. They don't care about themselves. If this system was for themselves, protect themselves, they wouldn't be in this situation. They build it specifically to be hostile to you, to destroy you, and to completely eliminating you. And after that, they will inherit the land, the earth, and everything. But it backfired. What they thought, that's not what it is. And because of this, you're seeing those people are losing their cool. Recently, the mayor of Minnesota, doing the whole fiasco that happened back a few months ago. What happened to this thing where they shot this young woman, this young white woman that tried to get away from this cop, and the cop shot her and murdered her right there. And a few weeks later, I believe a week so, there was a white man that got involved with them. They shot and murdered him. What happened? Where's March? Is people still talking about this? Because I haven't checked on that. What's going on with this? Anybody can enlighten me before I move to the next subject? Is it still going on? What happened there? Nobody remembers? There was a white man that got shot and a white woman not guilty, I guess. Well, during that incident, when it did happen, I don't know what's happening to that. During the incident, when it happened, the mayor of the city got in camera. He was pretty pissed off. He was angry, started cursing. He lost his cool. Let me see. I think it was mayor. Okay. I can't find the video. There was Somebody did share it with me. All right. Well, anyway, so I can't find it. I'll just speak on it. You are seeing when you put those people under pressure, when they actually face adversity, they can't really do anything. All their contingencies fail. The money's not working, the services is not working, and things like that are not working. Some of you, not saying many, all of you, we have some issue when we face adversity, because the moment we face adversity, our people are taught to act emotional, to do things that only correspond with the feelings, like either feel good or feel right, while the problem is not actually being resolved. Stability and adversity, beloved, is this discipline. This discipline, the refusal to collapse internally when external conditions are not good, when external conditions start to deteriorate. Remember the other day we spoke about structure. You need a structure. A structured mind, organized thoughts. We talk about number 4, the phone. Spend less time of your phone. When you wake up in the morning, most of us, the first thing we do, we reach for our phone. You know, who texts, who did this, and what kind of thing. This brother, this sister upload a video and stuff. This is not good. We should have a structure when we wake up in the morning and things like that, things we do. But the phone, if the phone is your work, okay, but still, you must do the natural things and then do your journaling and things like that. Look at your plan and stuff. If your structures is not good, when circumstances shifted in a terrible condition, unfavorably for you, well, you do not abandon your composure. You do not abandon your principle. You do not abandon or leave your clarity of mind. You hold on to them because you treat difficulties as a test of alignment, a test like, where you standing at, fool? Are you all about that life? And constantly, somebody gonna knock on your door. Hey, I say, yeah, you about that life? You don't run and coward and stuff like that. Your answer should be your answer. Because adversity, beloved, in this life is inevitable. You will have adversity. However, instability, to a degree, it's optional. Adversity will happen. But instability is when you let it happen. For instance, this thing happened over there in that Middle East, I have nothing to do with you. You are not part of it. You don't have anyone over there. You don't have anything and stuff. And but somehow you get involved with this garbage, solidarity. Oh, I have to show solidarity with those people over there and stuff like that and things. And next thing you know, you take a piece of iron, you wear some shirt that's a property of whatever, you get emotional, you go shoot somebody somewhere because you saw something that even your own religion forbid you to do anything like that. But okay, you invited instability in your life. You're gonna go in jail now, wife, kids, friends, people that depend on you. There are a lot of things that they can't do because you destabilize the whole family. You destabilize not only the whole family, other community, other people, even your country. Because you invite this thing. It was an option. I have an option. Should I go over there and shoot a bunch of people because of whatever that I've seen here? I got emotional. I don't know what's going on. Or should I mind my own damn business and stabilize and write some few stuff down, cook, eat, get pleasure with myself and things like that? Your behavior have to remain grounded when you are challenged or provoked. And if there's one thing our people know for a fact, we are the only people that always being challenged and provoked. When we are unprovoked and we are unchallenged. Worldwide, up until now, economic challenge, health challenge, walking around doing nothing, provoked, talking trash in front, behind back. But the behavior we have right now is remaining the same. Yay, a lot of people take things personally, emotionally. I used to, and I can blame them. But I have mastered my emotion to a degree now. I don't react to things. And I keep telling my people, instead of us always react to what he said, she said, and the neighborhood highlights, we should be proactive. What is proactive, beloved? When people say stuff, they will say things, inevitably. The chronically insecure will always say things that he, she is insecure about to you and try to make you react so they can like, oh, I made him mad. Oh, they're mad now. When people say certain things, you use proactiveness or proaction to, one, keep you in line, two, to counteract whatever this person is saying. When somebody do something, say something, or something happen, you do not mirror chaos. In other words, they said you do not stoop to their level. People make fun of your shoes. People make fun of your weight. People make fun of the way you talk. People make fun of your nationality, your skin color. People make fun of the group you belong to. At least that's what they think. You don't go out there and say, well, you too, you this, you that, and stuff like that. People talking hish. Remember, there are things that are listening, things that are recording things down. A lot of people go through hish in their life and they're like, what did I do to deserve this? What did I do to this? The editor are asking themselves, of course, to them, doing this stuff to our beloved, that's nothing. That's like something God told me to do. People always asking themselves, why am I suffering this much for this thing? I don't know, what did I do? But you don't remember when you were talking Haitian trash about these people, this group of people? Remember a few months ago, there was a fellow, his name means church. He was at a university and stuff. He's notoriously known for talking trash about a certain group of people and making fun of them and blame everything because the chronically insecure, that's how they act. And lo and behold, he got nicked in the neck. And now he's no more. How? Because there's something called a comic battery. You see your words. Words are very powerful. You should never, ever speak about yourself in a negative way, even when you are joking, even when you're kidding. Because your body does not know the difference. And the universe will just act on what it's a common thing. It's like an AI. If you tell him to do something, it will act, it will do it. You are the one using it. You cannot blame the AI for doing something that you told it to do. And this thing that turned out that you told it to do, it's unethical. It wasn't good. And then now you're blaming the AI, you're blaming the computer, you're blaming the gun. When you as a human being pick up this gun, you go shoot this person because this person says something, or this person walk funny, you don't like it, or those group of people over there smells, you don't know them, you go shoot them, you kill them because other people make fun of them, and now I should too. And after you calm down, you realize, oh crap. Words are very powerful, man. They carry vibration. They are energy. When you sit there, you talk crap about a person. when this person never done anything to you, or you're saying you see it's popular online for people to pull up this person and trash talk that person. Oh, he's a devil worshiper. He's solely sold to the music industry. He's solely sold to this and that. He raped children and stuff. Things you don't know. You weren't there, Nick. You just perpetrated things like that. You have zero evidence. And then you're wishing death upon this person. You're wishing stuff upon somebody that you have no idea what this person is. You never met this person. You saw whatever this person is doing online and stuff. Because when you saw those things, you look at yourself as being more righteous than this person. Oh, well, if it was me, I wouldn't get involved with this. I would have said the devil, no, I don't want to sign a deal. I don't want to be part of the covenant. Like I told people, you won't know and you don't know. How would you react in that case? Only when you go through the same test that person goes through, you truly know who you are. Oh, if it wasn't me, I wouldn't cheat on this. I wouldn't cheat on my wife. I wouldn't cheat on my husband. I wouldn't cheat on my girlfriend. I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't do that. For some reason, I don't know where black folk get this word cheating. I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't do that. Up until you go to the same test and you realize that I'm not as strong as I thought I was. You don't know the circumstances this person was, and he or she made this, cut this deal, and then take their bag and come against our people. It was ordained for them to do this. In the face of adversary, they cannot stay stable. Never ever dramatize setbacks. Again, beloved, that tongue, that mouth of yours is the mouth of the Holy One. When you say something, whether you say it in a joking manner, you say it seriously, it will have the same effect. We always say, beloved, don't be complain when you behave like a vagabond, a loiterer, a worm, a good for nothing, a up to no good person, and you treat it as such. You cannot complain because you behave and do this to yourself. Or they will like, stuff, nobody's over there. They'll disrespect you. But if you behave in a respectful manner, you behave in a dignified manner, you will reward that. In the face of adversity, beloved, we do not personalize every difficulty. Difficulty happened. Yeah, I wish I had difficulty. Even the Holy One creating this thing, he had difficulty, opposition. That's why he created opposition, something to push against. Your posture remains steady. Your tones remain measured. Very difficult. Your pace remains controlled. Pressure does not accelerate you into disorder and chaos. When you face some pressure, you don't act out, gang. Listen, beloved, we have entered a new age. The way of the Baba, the way of the barbarism, the way of the brute is over. The age of wisdom is back. The age of philosophy, the age of doing things, of being the paradigm of civility is here. Let the brutes use their brute force, their brute weapon, and do what they are doing now. They are brutes. They are barbarism. They are gonna go out there. They're gonna do what they are barbarian. They're gonna do whatever that needs to be done. You are not like those people. Yes, we are emotional beings, but that doesn't mean everything you have to do, we have to act emotionally. The practice, beloved, in the face of adversary, we have to stabilize the physical and the mental. Physical, slow, deep breathing, relax your shoulders, you maintain eye contact, you remain cool. And you keep in your mind, the more this person agitated, I'm not going to react to this person. I'm going to proactive. A lot of our people, especially our people, we are taught if we remain calm, if we resolve this matter in a court, you're a snitch. You love the police. You respect the law. If we sue someone, you're some kind of, wait, you think you're white? Why didn't you strike this nigga in the face and kill him right there? When we something done when you're working in an institution and somebody do and say a racist thing, we're supposed to overreact posting online. But when we don't, we get a lawyer, we sue this company to the ground. We are called some, well, you're not gangster. When we go for a service, we're supposed to get service just like everybody else. This person, because of its own personal belief, on the behalf of this company, he or she is working, decide not to service you the way that others, if she or he violated certain laws, policy that are put there by law, by the government. And instead of us being proactive, use those things and get those things, to the court stuff and ended up getting a lawyer and sue and get out of this jam. We go out there, we post things online, we do things, we get emotional about it. We react. We do not focus on essentials. We focus on looking good and feel good, not actually being good. We refuse to acknowledge and address the present facts. We always tend to acknowledge and address imagined futures. What is the fact right now? What's going on right now? Well, the thing is, the fact remain 83 lost their goddamn marbles. They don't know what's going on. They don't know what to do. There is a power vacuum. Somebody is being made the tail, the head. When you look, that's a body, no head. There's not no head here. Well, somebody have to step up and be the head. Somebody have to step up and build a new system. And this new system cannot build right now. This is not something you just build now. It has something that's been first, was already ordained and anointed to be built. And people were born for this specific job. Not anybody can go ahead and just take this and do this. No, there are people that are prepared for life. They've been prepared, and they are the only people that can do this. Who are they? You will recognize them by the Holy Spirit, and those are the people that should be there and take and help. We will help them build this system for our beloved. We have to stay focused on discipline, disciplinarian action. Remember what Brother Malcolm said, the greatest hate black folk has is dependency, undisciplined, unorganized, unstructured. That is when something positive, when something good was going to be, is going to be good for the people, the beloved. But when it comes to something that is bad, our people are well structured. Throw a black party, post something on Facebook. You'll have all the people that need to be there and then some. And then you will have a shooting. You will have an homicide. You will have a murder. You will have something. We are well structured for this. Gather a bunch of beloved in the street. Say the word Michael Jackson, Illuminati, conspiracy theorists, FBI, CIA, and all the unorganized stuff will come up with whatever this thing, and they will add spice. Next thing you know, everybody's brewing tea, Sean calm and stuff. It's organized chaos. It's all over. Online, offline, it's all over. But when you have these things in place, adversity becomes manageable. It becomes manageable. You box it into controllable portion and segment. You have those things there. When you stay stable, you know what to do. And you know, when those 2/3 or whoever show up and they try to infect you with whatever stuff, you already inoculated yourself against this virus. It can't do anything to you. And then again, the word inoculation, you will have a lot of people. Yeah, we know what you say when you say yeah, inoculation. I ain't gonna take this ish. Yeah, you walking to Sir Fauci. Okay, Negro, this isn't what we are talking about here. It's the metaphor. Inoculation mean we already know you people going to bring this virus over there. We inoculated ourselves. When you bring it, it doesn't affect us. We have what they call herd immunity in the midst of it. Okay, the emotional control, beloved. All right, when people when we face adversity, you know, the frustration, the anger, the fear, the anxiety, the blame, you know, the impulse decisions, because it just happened, we react, you know. But on this day, beloved, you interrupt emotional escalation early. At the base, you caught it, you don't let it go. You decline the assigned blame prematurely. Like I said, if you know these people are wolves, you cannot blame them for eating your sheep, your baby sheep that you bring unto them. You know those church, the Catholic Church, the Parisian Church, whatever church, Protestant, Pentecostal, they are pedophiles and pederasts. You do not bring your children in the midst of them. You stay away from those people, because you know that if you are a true born-again Christian, that is your choice to make, not your children. It's the same thing with the so-called whatever movement that we're doing here. If this is your choice, not your children, you cannot force them to drink something they weren't supposed to be part of. They have to be called. If you're a Christian out there, you go to church on your own. You leave your children at home. This is not you to bring them over there, because you know for a fact those people, something gonna happen to my child in there. Okay, so again, like we said, beloved, we have to aim for higher. We have to aim for a higher objective. Okay, all right. Stability. If you have this, it will be present in your leadership. Okay, you will make clear decision when you are under stress, and then it's good to constantly be under that stress so you can train. People will trust you when they see when you face something, you stay calm, you did what's supposed to be done, and you resolve this thing. And it will rebuild what we talked about a few days ago, resilience, long term. The person that remains stable during difficult situation becomes a point of reference for others. Hey, remember when that thing happened? That guy, he didn't bend, man. He didn't move. He was not dismayed. He did this, he did that. We are facing the same situation. We should either follow his path or follow his lead. Adversity, beloved, does not create character. It reveals it. This person that you see that always been calm, they never had anything happen to them. It being calm, you're like, oh, that's a good character. And then when something happened, they had to face an adversity, and then that person you truly see who that person is. That's not the adversity that created this. It was already in him. When you truly want to know a person, wait until this person is angry. That's why I love everybody right now, because everybody's angry. Everybody say anything with their mouth. They go out there and attack and say stuff. This is good. Now you truly know who this person is. It's not the adversity that's what they always were. The adversity reveal truly the character. Stability, and in that case, it just make sure that the revealing is discipline. Stability makes sure when you reveal something, it's not blown out of proportion. It reveals something like, okay, that's fine, and stuff. But nonetheless, beloved, what I'm asking our beloved, our brethren and sisters today is, when you will face adversity, beloved, you don't react. You don't overreact. You be proactive. When hash happened to our beloved, you have Chat GPT, you have Grok, you have Gemini, you have Copilot, you have DeepSeek, you have Claude, you have all those things. You can go ahead and say, this thing happened to me at work and I want to take legal step. This thing happened to me in this store, I want to take legal step. The age of filming thing and being emotional, go out there, say stuff and ask those people, you should love me, you should know. Once you start suing people to the ground, once you start making them pay through their paycheck, things going to change. Once a Negro has to spend 4 or 5 years in prison for busting your windows because we were having a discussion, a disagreement, you decided you burned down my car, and I take legal action against you, come to find out that you had a bunch of things in you were a bunch of rounds after you. Not only you get convicted in this and all the stuff that you've done, and you're going to be there for a while. When you get out, this person will behave. I can guarantee you. Make power move is vital. It's time for our people to use the finesse, to use the power, to use this. Leave that brute strength behind. Walking around carrying a gun all the time. This is the brute weapon. It's time for you to walk around and carry your magic and rely on yourself. Rely internally to your guardian angel, to the mighty one, to Michael, and all the forces and things that has been given unto you. It's time for you to stop being reactive. Everything you react, even if for a joke, beloved, you don't, because your reaction, your feeling, your this, your mouth, it will produce things. There was a sister. She she was working in a place, and there's this manager, this person, they had a contract. You know, people, what they do, whenever, especially if you have a contract with the place, if you're working for someone, they would barely do this. If you have a contract and they don't know how much money you're making, and they are dying to know how much money this guy is making and stuff. In fact, you're making too much money. So they will do anything to make you mess up the contract and stuff. They will tell you to do something that they know that's not supposed to be done. And then when you've done it, they're like, why did you do this? Well, you told me to clean this thing out. No, this is all the other people. We are in trouble now because you do this and stuff like that and stuff. For every single one of you out there, whenever you're working in the place, you are under contract, and somebody that you know for a fact, he or she is not the manager, he or she is not the owner, the main boss, but he or she come in and tell me to do this, I need it in writing. Oh yeah, no problem. I will go ahead and clean this place. I just need it on writing so I can just have it there, as a record. Oh, can you do this and do that? Oh, of course. Just write it down and then give me the stuff, and then I'll do this. Can you make this delivery stuff, or just write it down, send me a text or something? You need something tangible. And then you'll see those people will back off because they're like, he is not one of them. She's not one of them. Stop making verbal agreement with people, especially our people. You would have thought like you tried to get away from 83 and then you trust your own people. You're like, you have some verbal agreement. No. Hey, I'm running a very serious thing here. You're going to write, sign, and read things, read the 5 point. And when some hash happen, a Negro wanna acting out, this 82 wanna acting out, you take their asses to the court, you sue them to the ground. And they will back off too. Stop agreeing verbally or making a verbal agreement bound by law. Now, I mean, if this, look, no offense, dog, we have something serious to, this is serious. You want to be part of this? Yes. Okay. Well, we have papers. You're going to read, you're going to sign your name and do this, and then we're done with this. And I will sign things when the Illuminati try to get my paper, try to get my signature. Well, then you can't be part of this. Because a Negro will always come here and give you all the facts, whatever that do not to sign, so he can F around. And then when he do something, you can only fight in his level. Face fight or shooting. Everything is in writing. I don't care what kind of things you are doing out there, everything is in writing. I have to send you a text and say, do you abide by this? Yes or no? Yes. Good. Let's do business. No. Good. Let's moving on. Have you ever get into an argument with someone and that person truly indeed say they were going to abide by something, and during the heat of the argument, that person said, no, I never said anything like that. Like, what? You did. You said you wanted me. I never said anything like that. I didn't say I was going to do this. I didn't say I was going to give you that money back. I didn't say I was borrowed the money. You gave me this for free and stuff like that. In a term, they call that gaslighting. This person trying to tell you something that they actually did. They tell you, no, I didn't do it. You did it. See, in writing, man, you can't go ahead and say, this nonsense, man. Yeah, I got this issue in writing and stuff. To all of you that have a room, a house you want to lease or stuff like that, but Big Levi is a brother from the nation. Big Levi, she's a sister from the nation. He was homeless and stuff. So I let him go and stay. No, wait, no, man. I let him stay for a few weeks. I'm like, no. Yo, listen, this is time. Yo, you go to Chat GPT or whatever, this AI, you say, hey, listen, I don't trust people. And I want to do everything the legal way, the proper way. I have a room. I have my brother. I have my sister, biological brothers and sisters. And I want them to stay with me for this amount of time and this and this. How should I draw a legal contract or something that could be abide, and if anything happen, I can take it to court, and it will tell you either you get a lawyer, which you should, or you write it, you and this person, you go to your bank, you have a notary notarize it, or you have some kind of notary thing and stuff. And then when this person that you are allowed to stay on your couch or your kitchen or whatever, destroy things, destroy your room, busted your windows, touching your child, or do something, you got something here, you can ruin this person's life. The gaslighting happened because you let anyone gaslight you and coming over there and telling you, I didn't do this, you did. I didn't cheat on you, you cheat. Or you make me doing this because of this and this and that. You have to make things clear in a relationship. Hey, are we going to do this with other people? Or are you belong to me, I belong to you, I own you, you own me? Things have to be written down, man. Our people are the only people that keep doing business in the mouth. No puns intended here. You need to start writing things down, just like you have your little journal. Okay? You wrote things down in there. People write things, hot stuff, and add stuff in there. And then again, another thing with our people. It's time for you to log incident. Today is Wednesday, March 4th, 2026, and it's currently 1:20 p.m. This individual name, date of birth, what I have that live in my room and in my house, doing an argument with somebody over the phone, was yelling so loud while he or she know that I'm at work, I'm working online. You log this incident. This individual, though my house say no smoking, it's not like, beloved, oh, hey, no smoking in my house. No, there's a sign there. And you sign contract, amen, you can smoke and drink in here. and this individual smoking in my home and do everything, no over people, you log incident. And there will be a certain level this incident reach you like, okay, you know what? This is it. You are violated pretty much anything and everything. Pack your hitch and get the fuck out of my house, man. And then this person, now, I ain't gonna get it out and stuff like that. You go to our lawyers and whatever. Hey, man, you get the, and this person giving you lip. You ruin this person. You make it's time for black folk to start garnishing people paycheck. That's another form of reparation, man. Somebody did something to you at work on the behalf of the work. You don't complain and go out. No, you start garnishing people paycheck. You make sure that you're going to work for the rest of your life for me. The age of posting things online and go around, have a bunch of ignorant mother lovers behind you. I agree with you. Like, yo, we need to band together and come together. I don't want to come together with you ignorant Negroes, man. I don't want to come together with y'all. I got hitched, that personal things that happened to me. I got to take care of it. In a personal level, you don't reveal things online. You don't reveal people how much money you made on that lawsuit or settlement or whatever. Why do you think they treat all men like that? You think when something happened, those women or the people go online and say, oh, this man just touched my bottom. This man just asked me stuff. He exposed himself. And then they make video and they all become, no. They go quietly to a lawyer and then they sue. They get settlement behind closed door. Till this day, you have no idea who those people are. You have no idea how much money they get. YouTube did something to you, you don't go around and be emotional about this. You get lawyers, you go after those people, man. And number one, above all, in conclusion, never, ever try to reason with those people. It can't be done. Because they don't like me at work. I try to explain myself and stuff like that. They don't like you, point blank, period. You don't like them either. You didn't come to this work for people to like you, and you damn sure didn't come there to like them too. People must understand that we have to, it's only our people that do this type of garbage. They'll go to places and looking for people that are liking them, people that are disliking them. I'm not here for the like and dislike, comments and share and all this garbage. That's not why I'm here to deliver a message. I deliver it and I'm done. Because I don't like you, man. I don't like your channel. You change. I don't like your weird head. I don't like your weird accent. I don't like, you start putting ad on your the channel and I don't like you. Oh, I like you, I will do this. This is not, I'm not doing this for like and dislike and stuff. If you go to work, you do something, you done, somebody don't like you. Okay, well, it happened. People don't like people. And that person tried to make your life a living hell at this workplace. You document it and log in everything. You get all the proof that you need. You get the videos, the audios, the written, everything in writing. You get a lawyer. You sue this company to the ground and the person. Suddenly now you become a love affair at work. Suddenly now you are more respected than the manager, the owner. When you show up to work, red carpet. Suddenly now people are friendly to you now. But our people are taught when somebody slapped them and spit on them to stay humble. When somebody did something and punched them, don't punch back. When somebody break that right jaw, turn the right jaw. Which is, this is not what that is. It means if this person punch you in the right jaw, you punch him in the left jaw. Balance. Equilibrium. That's what the brother was talking about. They remove one word and then say, oh, if the person turn the right cheek, you turn the left cheek, they remove that word in the middle and make it seem like, hey, punch me there too. No, that's not how it works. Never ever try to explain to anyone to like you and reason. Say, well, what if this happened? What if I did this to you? What if you had a child, somebody this? Never reason with them. Those people are fucking animal. You treat them as such. They ain't gonna get it. You don't argue with madness. You don't argue with crazies. You don't argue with people that lost their mind trying to find a common ground. No. I let the law argue with you. Oh, you want to be tough, Negro? Be tough with this piece of paper. I'll see you in court. Once you start dragging this person in court for years now, they are losing money, losing sleep. Something will give up. See, there's two things. Years of being abused at the workplace and at the home and the place, things like that. It's gonna drain you. But if this person did this thing to you, you don't let it go. You log it. You put it in a piece of paper. You write it down. You make sure you got all the evidence. You get somebody that can work on this. And then you find out, you tell the AI which specific law this person violated, workplace comp or whatever that is. It's time for our people to stop getting emotional and have everything verbal and go into the court or wherever and say things verbally. You don't say hish verbal. You give everything in paper to your lawyer and you let your lawyer handle business. You get insurance. Now you need to get insurance on pretty much anything and everything. Now somebody needs to start a dating insurance. Somebody F you up in your date, you sue the hell of that person, you got insurance covers. That person says something you did to him and her, you let the insurance handle this thing. And they need to start doing this. You never try to be logical with those people, try to reason with them, okay? Any question, anything else, any concerns? Yeah. You go on a multiple date with this person, you buy food and stuff, you buy everything, and then you talk about stuff, and the person, nah, I'm not interested anymore. Well, reimbursement. Pay me everything that I pay. If you're not interested, you should have told me in the beginning. And then you go to your insurance, you file a complaint, and the insurance go ahead and handle things. Any question, anything? Yeah, it's time for our people to leave that brute mindset behind. Gang, nigga. I'm a gangster. I'm a ride or die bitch and all that. Yo, hey, man, that was the age of Pisces. Nothing against the Pisces out there, but that was the age of that. We enter a new age right now. It's being refined. It's being a gentleman. It's being a paradigm of civility. I'm just sitting there. I just sign a paper sign, and then people and the brutes. If you're effing on, give me a lip, and now the brute come in your door. Open up the police, open up FBI, open up this, open up ICE, open up this. Now the brute come to you and force you to do what I want. Not a brute. I don't need to go out. I've been doing this and going after people and stuff like that. No. Put your money where your mouth is, man. Our people, they will spend money on garbage. Holiday, they're all over holiday, but they won't get a lawyer. They pay a monthly fee or whatever. They won't get insurance on whatever. They pay a small monthly fee, and at the end of the year, add up to like, $150 to $100 or $300. They won't do this. Okay? They dispense stuff. No, man, get your heads together. Get your AAA thing, your insurance here, a lawyer that you need there. That person, you have this a group of neighbor that is always giving you trash. You argue with them all the time. Now you start installing camera, gathering evidence, get a lawyer and sue this neighbor. You take the house from them. You sue them to such a degree now their house belongs to you now. Now they rent from you now. Now, once they lost the house and come crying to you, you tell the lawyer, if you want to stay here, you have no problem. Pay you the rent and then stay. Not only they will pay you the rent, they will behave. Now you own them. It's nonsense and talk about shooting and any little thing. We grab a fucking gun, want to shoot each other for like, come on, man. Big Levi, excellent lesson. Yeah, no problem. Yeah. Any question, any concern? Any concern, beloved? I believe we are good. Is that what that is? That's right. Fresh question on the date. So what do you do for a living? I'm a professional lawsuit man. I'm not being funny, dog. Hey, with this thing going on out there, man, You know, you need to get some insurance and get some lawyer. Though there is no such thing out there, you need to start working. You need to get a lawyer and say, hey, listen, man, I need you to draft me a paper for dating. And when I'm going to date this man, this woman, and I need him or her to abide by this because Haitian crazy out there, and I don't need to. Oh, the prayer. I got to do the prayer. Okay, and I don't need to do this. And you bring this to your date, man. Hey, answer those questions. Do you have anything? Should I know? Do you have a husband and wife? That doesn't mean you cannot date someone that has a husband and wife, a boyfriend and wife. That doesn't mean that. It's just put me clear. I put you clear. I'm clean. You clean. We come clean. We do clean things. But you hide that thing from me. And then when I get to that hotel or to your house and stuff, next thing you know, somebody show up with a freaking shotgun and start shooting at me. And so now I'll shoot your ass to the ground. You and whoever this person is. The hell is this, man? You know, or I get involved with you, and then 2 weeks later, and I got this nonstop rash that won't do, this nonstop burning, itching, and stuff like that. Next thing you know, I go to the ER and find out, now you caught something you cannot get rid of. What? What? I thought but you told me you were clean. Sorry. I thought I was. And so, no, man. We have papers here that, hey, man. What the hell? And I caught something from you that by law you did tell me you put your initial here. You say you don't have anything, you sign it at the bottom, and I got something, I got it for you. Next thing you know, you will get refined dates. Some people will like that. You're like, wow, he's serious. Wow, she's serious. This is good. But everything is by mouth now, verbally. You say you weren't going to cheat. You say you don't have a husband. You say you don't have a wife, your girlfriend, and this and friends and that. I never told you. I just didn't say that. Hey, man. Hey. All right. Let us get into the prayer. I got carried away. Heavenly Father, Earthly Mother, thank you. Great glory to the mighty one indeed. We have to leave the brute mindset, the barbarian mindset, the barbarism manner behind. This is the time of refinement. We come out of the furnace much more refined and better. We come out of the furnace, change. Our molecular level and structured had been put in another way. We thank the Holy One for giving us strength to deal with adversity. Indeed, we cannot live without adversity, but the thing is, we didn't know how to deal with them. We always overreact and react, but this time we're going to be proactive. We give the Heavenly Father great praise, great glory. During this blood moon, during these events, we're going to stay stable. We see how the entire world are losing their freaking mind and they lose everything. But we are going to stay stable, cool, and keep our peace. We give the Holy One great praise, great glory. May his will be done in this earth as it is in heaven. Selah, so be it. How about to go to the doctor and get tested together? That's the best way to do it. I need to see your papers. Here's my papers. And then we go out there, we're going wild, we go crazy. You know, we have rules, we have things. There are certain things that I'm not involved. You got to tell me the things that you do and the things you don't. Okay, well, no degrading hish, no fecal thing involved, no backdoor, no, animals involved in all the stuff and other things, no this, no that. And then we draw a contract to adults. This is the do's and that. This is the things that I like. This is the place that I like and stuff like that. When we do those things, you already know what I don't like, and you do know what I do like in that stuff. You clean, I see it. I'm clean. When we go ahead, we do a bunch of clean things. But everybody hiding things. Everybody don't want to ever. And you be real with this person. If you can't do those things, you just say, I can't do this. It's impossible for me to do it. And you be real. And when you do that, when you tell someone you can't, it is more than you can, because by fact, who you are. I can't bind by this. No, I can't. It's not like, you offended this person. You truly know if I abide by this, I will violate it. When you read somebody else's contract, I can't do this. you with this, you as a young woman, you're going to get down with this young man. We both draw a contract, and this young man tell you all he do is 99.99% backdoor entry and things like that, and choking and play, the incest stuff. He likes it and stuff like that. And this is the thing that, like, okay, well, I can't do this. No. So, but you're a woman. I'm a man. They won't make me a cowboy. To each his own, but that's not my own. It's not mine. Just you got an honesty policy here. We good. We do what we need to be done. That's why I don't do things. We do stuff, and if you lie, you do anything in there, I'm gonna come after you. And you yourself, you respected the person, stuff like that. We have, so that's how things done, man. Back during the medieval time, that's how things done. We have something, hey, this is between you and me. This isn't between me, you, and the internet. Yes, we probably have this issue. After we break up or something happen, we go each way. And then you go online, oh, this, oh, that, he was this, she was that. The contract is still staying. No online divulgement or divulge thing online. If we're doing things online, that's good. You can go online and say things because we do stuff online. But something happened between you and me privately, and then you go online, you say things, you tell people what I am into, you tell people my preference, and not only that, you vilify me, you lie on me. Yo, to the ground, man, to the ground. At Big Levi, a sexually transmitted disease test is more important than your credit score. That what I explained to my children years ago, and look today. Yes. Yes, you need to know, hey, if I'm going to hang out with this person, you got to know, okay, is everything good? We got this test done, we're good, we do stuff without no worries. And 3, this person, are you in debt? Are you on drugs? Are you a user? Are you do this? And then if this person is, you have the ability to say, you know what, there could be an exception. Oh, zero exception, man. I need somebody that can do clean stuff with. If you have something, you look for someone that have the same thing, and we hang out, we do stuff, we do things, and we know what we are doing. Okay? This is what it comes to be, the mature. Better safe than sorry, man. You gotta put stuff in measurement and say, okay, well, what if, doing this thing and you get pregnant, or somebody get pregnant? What if I get pregnant? Or what are we gonna do? You're gonna get your tubes tied, or wear one of those devices and get spermicide, or wear some protective stuff. What are we gonna do and stuff like that? You gotta put those things in measure. Yeah, that's how things are done. So there won't be any willy and so talking like you didn't tell me, I didn't know and stuff. Like, no, we know exactly what we're going on. We are both adult. We do this thing, and then this thing stays between you and me, not the internet, not this person over there, not these people, unless we include it in the contract. Say, hey, you can go ahead and say whatever you want about me on the internet or on public, and tell other people, your ex or whatever. We good. We abide by this. No, I want to draw a contract. Okay, let's draw a contract. We draw a contract. Okay, I'm this and that, this age. I'm with this and that, you with this, you got 2, 3 kids and stuff. And I got a second, third, and fourth ex-wife, girlfriend, and stuff like that. Things like that need to be done. Stay, okay, well, this is the limit. You're not allowed to go over here and threaten this person. And you're not allowed to go over here and threaten this. If you have a problem with me, we will go behind closed door. We will discuss it. We will throw hands at each other. Then we will make out right there on the spot. And then we will move along. But this pretentious way of doing things, everybody come and pretend they are so clean and civilized, up until they don't. It needs to stop. I think she did this. What do you want, Cookie? Oh, well, she is hungry. Kid always hungry. All right. Yes, that is the truth. Any question, beloved? Anything else? No home test. A young lady got HIV because the guy lied. He was taking the HIV medicine with the home test. He didn't pick it up, but the medication stopped working, and he didn't go to the doctor. And the doctor is the only safe way to do this. All right. If we're going to do this thing, not only we're going to get tests, we're going to go to massage parlor, acupuncture parlor, go to the therapy section, have a therapy together, make this thing healthy, man. Taking a little vacation there, a little vacation here. We do this thing healthy, and then we give each other space. We give each other space. We help each other lifting things. I help you lift the rent this month. You left me rate my car note this one. You're doing something useful, and I'm doing something useful. When we bring them together, we become useful to each other. This type of one-sided relationship where one person is doing everything, the whole thing, it's not good. It's not good. And no offense to people, man. Yeah, man, I'm trying to protect myself here, man. You gotta sign this. Excuse me. You gotta sign this paper that say you are 100% an actual God-creating biological woman. You gotta sign this paper that say you are 100% God-created biological men. If you skip this line, that'll be up there. Yo, are you dingling down there? I'm dingling. You know, are you swinging down there? I don't know. I just don't like that question. Okay, well, let me take this on you right now. You have a good day, sir. Gotta be real with this thing, man. Even the person's diet, because you don't want to go to a place like a restaurant and then it's offensive to this person. This person like, okay, well, I'm vegan. You brought me to this place, they sell meat, and I hated that. Well, you into this type of things. If you're a Hebrew, whatever, there's a diet. I don't eat those type of food. In fact, I eat the every other thing, but I don't eat the pork and stuff like that because it's not good for me. I'm in a diet and things. That person doesn't know any religion crap. You just say, hey, I don't eat those things because they're not good for me. Done. Yeah, that's right, man. You're like, yo, is that what? Is that? No, hang on. No, do you carry I'm not gonna go on a date with a woman that carries salami, man. What is this? Is that? Is that an andouille over there? No. Or you can put it in there. You say, hey, man, hey, if you're packing, I'm packing. I am into this stuff. And then you let this woman know that you're into this kind of thing. You don't hide it. If she's part of it, that's fine. You know, but hey, man, none of this nonsense. And next thing you know, oh, wait, there's a D in front of you. And when you turn your back, there's a L in there. Well, you didn't tell me you have a tattoo of D in front and L in the back. I just find out when you turn around, I see that L. Pause. Like, yo, you got to tell this person that, yeah. In my case, the pendulum swing both ways. The person like, okay, well, thank you. I'm not part of this. Or that person will go with it. Just, hey, man, just, hey, what, hey. Dog, it's time for us to start doing those things. And this is, beloved, this has to be done. Listen. I might take another 5 to 10 minutes of this. Let's leave the dating side on the side. We're all adults here. We're not children. When we are kids, we go to school. We make friends. Sometimes it's not going and asking a kid, you know, if you want to be my friend. We go to the same school. We see each other all the time. And we interact. And we have this assumption that this person is our friend. We talk, we be cool. And the one that we're not cool on, or we're not too close to, they are not our enemy, but they are not our best friend or close friend. But generally, when we go to school, everybody in the class is our friend. We know them. Hey, I go to school with this kid. Hey, what you doing? Hey, what you doing, man? See you at school. And then we pass. That is what children do. We are adult now. People are losing their goddamn mind. You go to the gym. You go to this place. You met this person. Now I'm saying like a man met another man. okay, with two dudes, that we were going to leave the sexual part out of it. The women, the same thing. You know, you met this person and you start talking. We have somewhat a connection, an emotional connection, platonic in that matter, okay? But it will come to a time, beloved, to know this person to a degree that I know you now. I can go out with you. We can go to the movie. We can go play. We can go walk out together because I know. Hey, man, no offense, man. If we're going to do some Haitian, there are certain things that I need to know about you. And I'm not going to ask you those things. I'm going to filter you to know those things. And once this person invited you to get out, you say, well, I have some policies and rules that usually when I hang out with people, they need to read and sign. Do you have any policy, any rules? For instance, I smoke and I drink. I don't mind if you do, and I don't mind if you do not do, but I smoke and I drink. I can't, if you don't smoke and drink, are you comfortable if we're going to hang out, you know, and stuff like that? I don't go to church. And above all, I despise when people invited me, knowing though I don't go to church. I don't celebrate Christmas. I don't celebrate the holidays. As a friend, this person is not trying to offend you. He doesn't know. She doesn't know. She invited you for Thanksgiving. She invited you for this. She invited you for that. And you have to say it and then, you know, telling all those things going to be in writing that as a friend, you don't do this money thing. You don't loan friends money, or you don't get involved with finances and stuff like that and things like that. That is, if you're going to have to make stuff, you have to say, man, I'm very weird, but there are certain things that I don't do, I do. If you're a woman, you don't share that tea and stuff like that. You don't brew tea and stuff behind people's back and things like that. Somebody, you know, you don't care if people share their teas and stuff like that. One, you cannot, if you're sharing your teas, I'm going to get up and walk away and stuff. Whatever you say behind my back, stuff, but I'm not going to get involved in whatever teas that you're doing. I don't befriend people that are part of whatever this gang stuff, this group things, this radical stuff. If you're part of this, I can hang out with you, man. I like to cook. I have a grill. Do you have a grill? I can come over. We'll cook. We'll hang out, play music, you know, invite a couple people over. Here's the do's. Here's the don't. You have a wife. I have a wife. You have a girlfriend. I have a girlfriend. You have a husband. I have a husband. There's the limit. I spoke to you, young women or women out there. You should never introduce your husband, boyfriend, whatever, to that friend of yours. This is not, they know by you assuming and make your position. When you don't, and you know, introduce them, make them comfortable together, you literally tell this person, this is the off limit. Stay back. Don't be too friendly. Don't be friend at all, because I didn't introduce you to him or stuff like that. Boy, then go ahead and bring your, this is my husband, this and that. You guys can exchange phone number and stuff. You cannot blame if something happened. If this is what you want, good. You're gonna have to be real, man. You know, and tell this person there are certain things, and then stuff like that. We bring the paper, we sign and stuff like that. It's lawyer, it's stamp, it's good. We hang out, we do all the dirt in the world, and we stuff and things. Nobody gonna, if you stab me in the back, well, you know the consequences, and I stab you in the back. We know that I know the consequences. We might as well stab each other in the front. So we don't do this, right? Certain things are like that. The same thing when you're entering business. Never, it's amazing. It's only our people. I've seen this all the time. Our people will enter business with other people based on verbal or assumption agreement. Hang on. Zechariah asking them, do that have a prison record outside a small misdemeanor, a parking ticket infraction is okay, but them having murder charges and their paperwork is not warranted. You're gonna have to start asking people with their prison record, man. Haitians dangerous out there, man. This person have a long sheet of prison record on brutality, battering, fighting, shooting, and involved with stuff. This is not a friend that I want, man.
Martha. Developing at 5, a Seminole County man faces life in prison. He is accused of trying to kill people who were working out at a Crunch fitness gym. Police say the gun fortunately malfunctioned and prevented anyone from getting hurt or killed. This happened at the Crunch Fitness off of State Road 434 in Altamont Springs. Channel 9's Nick Pampantonis is live outside the gym. Nick, investigators say he planned this shooting, right?
Yeah, they say he was working out at this gym, left the gym, and then came back carrying a bag with his gun inside of it. Witnesses also say he was taunting the people he then tried to shoot.
There's an allegation of attempted murder.
35-year-old Winston Medley will remain in jail until at least April, following a wild day at this Crunch Fitness gym. Police say Medley came to work out mid-morning and spent time calling other gym goers weak. When they asked him to stop, he became offended. Police say security cameras caught Medley leaving the gym, grabbing a backpack with a gun in it, and then going back into the gym, where witnesses say he pointed it at a person's head and tried to pull the trigger several times. The gun didn't fire.
Never heard of anything like this before.
Absolutely crazy that something would happen in a community like this.
This is not Medley's first time in trouble with the law. North Carolina court records show he had a criminal record starting when he was 17 years old for breaking and entering and stealing guns. He's been caught before for unlawfully carrying a gun because he was a felon. After he spent time in federal prison for identity theft, he unsuccessfully begged the judge to be let out early, saying, "I will follow all the rules." The gym has a rule: no guns allowed.
They have cameras everywhere. You don't think you're going to get caught? Or do you just not care?
I talked to a former neighbor of Medley's. He moved a couple of months ago, but she told me he was always polite, very well dressed, and never caused any problems. Live in Altamont Springs, Nick Pampantonis, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
In Orange County.
So the neighbor, okay, all right. The neighbor say was a cool dude, well dressed, very polite, but his background says something else. This Negro went to a gym. He started making fun of people, called them weak, taunting them, trash talk. They have that in the gym. They have that on the court. And some of the people like, yo, can you please stop calling me this, man? I'm just coming here to work out and stuff. He got offended, go back home, grab a gun, and start to shoot people in the gun gym. It was the angel in the midst that protected wherever this person is. Now, you have people like that. They're all over. Well-dressed, well-spoken, but the background, man. We're friends. If we're going to be friends, man, I need to know who you are, where you stand at, son. And I'm not going to violate it, whatever, stuff like that. If there's something in there, I'll say, man, this violated my policy. We can't be friends on that level. We can't be friend of you showing up or know where I stay at, and or come over my house, introduce you to my children and stuff. A lot of you brought a friend over, and that's how your daughter is acting like this. A lot of you let a friend stay over. That's how your son become this thing, this weird individual. You don't know this behavior he picked up somewhere because you did not check on that person background. You see, that's all he's been doing to not only to children, but to grown-ass men. To you women, dating this man, you think it's independent, it's powerful when you have your own place. You brought a man in there and show him how strong you are by giving him access to your children. And then things happen, come to find out like, well, you should, how could you do this? They are kids and stuff. That's you again try to reason with madness. That you again try to be logical with those people. Like, they are kids. How do you know? Don't you know they have camera right there inside? They don't care. You be friend with this person? Yes. A spiritual background, just like a spiritual, we spoke about this before, just like a spiritual background, you run a real background, man, ain't no offense, man. No offense. You're a Christian, but I don't want anything to do with your religion, and God damn it, I don't want anything to do with mine. Yes, we are friends. There are certain practice that I do, you've seen it weird. You're like, oh, why you do this? It's not this and stuff. If you're interested in this, I'm going to warn you, like, this isn't something that you would want to interest, but here's this, here that. You don't bring them the meat, you give them a little milk and water and let them, stay on that and stuff like that. We gotta go ahead and check. Yeah, let me put this right there. Come on. We have to check out that person's family as well. The way the families will reflect on the person that what you're getting with. Check family, other people, other friends. Become a detective. Make this as your habit. Check that person's school records and stuff. Pay a little money for crying out loud, man. $150, $200 can save your life and can save your fortune. Get a full record on this person. And when you find something, you're like, I'm not gonna be this. You don't tell this person, I just check your background. You just distance yourself. No offense, man. If most of our beloved did this thing, a lot of nightmare would have been avoided. So many wolves in sheep clothing have got into the flock and caused chaos, madness. The issue is we have not taken the time. Well, we were immature. We want to do things on impulse. The women want to give up these cookies so fast because they don't want the men to leave. And the men want to get that cookie so fast, they don't want this one to close the door. But because of that, we make impulse choice. We don't make reasoned choice, okay? Okay? All right? Married 25 years ago, I cut off girlfriends. I only see them in the streets. We were raised, you don't go into no other woman's home, especially if she is at home, sister's home included. Make certain rules. People are talking about dating is dead, dating. There's nothing wrong with dating, man. There's nothing wrong with the actual dating. There is something wrong with people. And black folk are the only people that refer to this as dating and cheating and stuff. Polite society or civil will refer to this as an affair. That's what it is. Go up. Let others use the word cheating and dating. When you're talking, you're talking about communication and then seeing each other, having an affair. That's what that was. Now, people will see on another class. They won't see, this is some dating guru dude and stuff. No. Things are done in a specific way. We are adults. We're not going to sit there and pretend we didn't know what we were doing. You know what I'm doing? I know what we're doing. We've done what we must be done. You met this person, friend or foe. You need just here's the thing, beloved. Okay, here's the thing. Just like you know your friends, background and stuff, spiritual background, who his or her demon is, your enemy, your adversary. You're supposed to know him or her front and back, background too, and everything that this person can and cannot do. And make sure you got something dangling above that person. If they go too far, you're like, hey, and they'll back off. They'll back off. Most people, they're doing stuff like that. You show them, you say, hey, I got this. There's a list here. Your name is on it. You want me to publish it? Ah, cool, man. Nigga. Yeah, man. Hey, I'm not a nigga. Hey, who you are calling a nigga? Back off. And if I hear one more thing come out of your mouth concerning me, my people, and this and that, got it? It's time for our people to start handing paper over people, not guns, not knives, not being a hard Negro, go out there being hard, nigga, what's up with you? I mean, I got this paper right here. There's a list. There's a little list in there. There's a special list in there. And certain names are in there. Got this list right here. There are people in there. And it says here there are certain names here. And better yet, but you know what? Let me tell you this number. 13, 30, 26. That's a number. You see, this number is assigned to every person born in the United States. Legal, of course. It's a very social number that provides certain security. And this one belongs to you. And then they're attached to certain things. People will behave. People like, all right, I was just playing, man. You're just playing. Do I look like a basketball court to you? Do I look like a whack-a-mole to you? Man, we don't need to go that far and stuff. First of all, the one with the paper talk, the one with the paperless, or their name is on this list, listen. And you make certain rules, you make certain things, and this person will back off. And you make contingency. If anything have happened to me, by God, this thing will automatically go out there. And then you will have eternal peace. You'll have eternal peace. All right, yeah. People think you're some kind of whack-a-mole. They go over there and play with you and stuff. Get dirt on them. Most likely, this person have dirt. Hire a private dick, one of those dick guy. Hire a private dick, and then investigate this person. A few $100 can save you a lot. If this person all up in your business at work or in your personal life, there's something in there. There's something in your ass. That's what you'll keep coming over there and mess with mine. And you get this thing, and you get a lawyer and stuff, or you do something. Once you find out, this person will back off. There's a little list. Always carry a little list here. I have a folder, and there's a couple of files in there. Would you like to see them, my good sir? Yeah, the people will back off. People back off. Time for our people to do things. And again, lastly, sometimes it is better to frustrate your enemy than killing them. It is better to frustrate, confuse them, than to eliminate them. You frustrated the hell out of them. Because that's what they've been doing to frustrated you. Yeah, well, it's time for me to do some of that frustration too. Make them losing their mind. But none of less, beloved, I didn't want to go that far. It's just some stuff have to be said, okay? Behave yourself out there. Govern yourself accordingly. No offense to anyone out there. This is just facts we're speaking about. It's time for you to behave as such, okay? That's how you keep your mind. You don't need to be, I don't want any friend. I don't want any date and stuff like that. You run a certain things and make sure, hey, he, she abide by this. We're good to go. Beloved, I will leave you with peace. I will leave you with love. I say shalom. You go in peace, okay?
The 8K family.
Have you ever felt a deep yearning for spiritual growth but didn't know where to start? What if I told you there's a guide that can lead you through every step? Introducing the 8K Family Handbook. This comprehensive guide is your ultimate companion for spiritual empowerment, offering invaluable insights and practical steps to enhance your spiritual journey. What's inside? Perform spiritual background checks. Learn how to assess spiritual energies and protect yourself from negative influences. Connect with your guardian angel. Discover methods to establish a strong, supportive relationship with your guardian angel for guidance and protection. Develop your magical abilities. Unleash your innate magical potential with step-by-step instructions and exercises tailored for all levels. Whether you're a novice or a seasoned practitioner, the 8K Family Handbook provides the tools and knowledge you need to elevate your spiritual practice. Begin your journey to empowerment and enlightenment today. Available now on Amazon.com.